All right, guys. Our next guest is a multiple-time world champion. She's a former Strikeforce champion, a former Invicta champion, and she'll finally be fighting for the UFC featherweight title, UFC 214, against Megan Anderson. We are very excited to welcome Cris Cyborg Justino back to Submission Radio. Cris, welcome back to the program. How's it going today?
Good, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to my fans a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're so happy to have you on the program. And congratulations on the big fight. Considering how the last few months have been for you, how exciting is it for you to finally have an opponent and to be fighting for the UFC featherweight title?
You know, the one thing I'm really happy, after 2 years, I'm going to fight my division, 145. And this is really changing the move for training. I train really more motivated because it's less stress about the weight, about just focus more on the training. And I'm very excited for fight for the belt. For me, I'm gonna defend my belt and fight with Megan Anderson. For me, it's really nice because she holds the belt, Invicta belt now, and I think it'll be like a unification. We're supposed to fight before, and then you'll be amazed. You're gonna fight for title belt in UFC 145.
Absolutely, and this is obviously the fight that people wanted to see. Everybody heard you and Megan agree to fight each other on the MMA Hour. When did the UFC first approach you about doing this fight?
About Megan, then don't tell me like soon she's know I'm know too, because in the beginning I already said that like fight contender number 2, it's Megan Anderson, and then they waited. Then Megan announced in the Invicta. And then after that, I'm so happy Shana opened the door. Shana Napa opened the door for she can fight me in the UFC because she's already have scheduled in Invicta. But I knew about the soon Megan Anderson too. I don't know. People know yesterday, maybe 1 week.
I mean, Tito Ortiz was on our show last week, and he said there were 3 possible girls to choose from. Who else was offered for you as an opponent for UFC 214?
I understand. What did it say?
Tito Ortiz said there were 3 girls as options. Who were the other girls? Was Cat Zingano one of the options?
They asked about Cat Zingano, and then Cat Zingano no, because they asked, but because she's won this fight. But I think since the first time I have the fight about belt, Holly Holm, and then Germany. I don't think that this fight makes sense before for the first belt because Holly no fight 135. She's come from 2 losses and fight for the belt. And the Holland girl can get a hold of the belt. She's not fight 145 too either. And then 7 years, I think, she no fight. The last time she's fighting in Strikeforce. I don't agree about this fight and the fight for the belt because each girl it's no below 145 pounds. How is it going to fight for the belt if you're not below 45 pounds? And then I think the right fight to do it's somebody else 145. How do you can make title belt fight if you don't be 145 pounds? It's the belt for feather division. And then this is the agreement. If Kathleen Gunn don't have any problem fight her, but I think she's have to fight 145 and make record about 145. You cannot jump. You cannot jump in the line and stay in the front of the line for fight for the belt if you know below the 145 pounds.
The crazy thing.
You have to respect the rankings about 145 pounds because if you do like this, look like you don't respect 145 pounds.
Yeah, and well, speaking of respect and the rankings, the crazy thing is that the reason why you're fighting Megan for the belt is because Germaine de Randamie refused to fight you. What did you think about that, Cris?
When she's getting her belt, I already knew. When I was in Brooklyn, we already knew she's not going to fight. If you hold home, get the belt, or Germany get the belt, I was already talking to my team. We already knew both are not going to fight. They knew they have to fight. Who hold the belt have to fight against Cyborg. We don't know. We already know they have a plan back to 135. Maybe try to get a hold of the belt. 135 will be the first woman, I don't know, hold the 2 belts. We already know they're not going to fight me straight away. I don't know if she think it is, then say yes, you're going to fight, but don't sign anything before for agreement, say you're going to fight Cyborg before they hold the belt to both girls. I already know they're not going to defend the belt. You know, I think he's then gonna try draw back to the division and then fight 135. If he hold the belt, he'll be the first fighter to be hold the two belts. Not surprise me. Just not surprise me. We already knew that.
The interesting thing is that in February, Germain said that you were a great champion and it would be an honor to fight you. But then recently, the reason she said, or her manager said, that she believes you're a proven cheater. What did you think about the reason that she gave for not wanting to fight you?
I think she's scared. She don't want to fight. You know, I don't think it's about money. I don't know. Maybe it's about money. She wants more money. Don't receive more money. And then, you know, about saying I'm cheater, it's the same excuse that Ronda Rousey used. And then, it is the same excuse Ronda Rousey used before. I don't fight her because cheater. Everybody see when she fights someone punch, like Holly Holm, beat her, and she's retired. And then all the girls, no one fight me, and they find excuse me, don't want to fight, and they call me cheater. But for me, man, don't change because I have the same program that all the fighters in UFC use. I'm the first fighter before being UFC. I signed 1 year with USADA. USADA tested me before all my fights, before I went to UFC 1 year. And then this is proof I'm a clean athlete. And if you guys no one trusts in USADA, you know, it's the best. Then have this job show it's the fight is safe and clean, you know. And then for me, don't change my life. I just keep training and the weight. I know it's just insurance for they don't fight me.
Do you think that this situation has worked out better because now you're actually facing a featherweight in Megan Anderson, who is also the current Invicta champion?
Again, sorry.
Are you more happy to be fighting Megan instead of Germain because now you're fighting a real featherweight?
It's not about happy. It's about respect the line, respect who's the line fight for the belt. You know, I think she's deserves fight for the belt. I think she's a 145-pounder, and I think she deserves. I think it's not about more happy or not happy. I think Megan Anderson she deserves because she's 145 pounds. You know. And then this is the reason. But you know, I don't have any problem. I can fight Germain. I know you can. This fight are gonna come again. They're gonna ask for she's fight me if you want to fight me again. I don't think this is gonna finish this story about she's fighting me or not fighting me. I think this fight can come, you know. And then if this opportunity come, okay, you're gonna fix everything and say cash.
Speaking of the Megan Anderson fight, how do you see the fight playing out? How do you see yourself winning this fight? How do you see this fight going down at UFC 214?
I think Megan Anderson is coming from 4 KOs, and then I think she's holding the Invicta belt, and I think she likes strike too, like me. I think it'll be exciting fight for all my fans, but MMA. You can have any plans, and then MMA you can do ground gaming, ground stand-up gaming. I think you have a lot of options for you can do, But everybody know my game. Everybody know I like to go KO and then my opponents, and I don't think this fight is gonna be different. And if you should be prepared for this, it'll be a nice fight for everyone.
Cris, we have to ask you, a lot of people weren't sure whether you would fight at UFC 214 because there was obviously the situation with you and Angela Magana at the UFC Athletes Retreat. Were you worried at all about this incident affecting your UFC career?
I don't have anything to talk to her. My lawyer handled this, and my fans know what really happened, and then I leave my lawyer, and then I don't think they change anything in my life and my career.
It's interesting because obviously you were very unhappy with the UFC initially. We've spoken to you before where you had to cut weight and they didn't put you in the featherweight weight class. Now that you're fighting for the featherweight title, how is your relationship with the UFC? Have things gotten better?
We just did one meeting and scheduled this fight. I don't have any problem about that because I really want to fight. 10 months I don't fight, and let's see. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's see what's then gonna keep the words and do something for help me. Be against me, and I just have to be ready for my next fight and the wait if they want to keep work with me or not. I leave them in hands then.
Reports say that you have 2 fights left with the UFC, but your contract expires in October. Are you planning on reevaluating your options in October, Cris?
I know, if I get the belt, UFC belt, I'm gonna have to stay 1 year, and then because it's the champion contract, and I have 2 fights left. My contract is probably gonna finish in December, and then probably if I get the belt, I have to stay 1 year and they have a belt. But let's see, I wanna keep trying working with UFC, but if it doesn't work, know something I can control, and then let's see what's gonna happen.
What would it mean to you to become the UFC champion at UFC 214? For a long time, people have wanted to see you have the title in the UFC. What would it mean to you if you do beat Megan Anderson at UFC 214 and you do become the champion?
I think when I get a hold of the UFC belt, I think people are gonna see me. She's the world champ. She's the best world. I think not just a couple fans, but the real UFC. They're gonna respect me because I'm 10 years undefeated. I hold will be the 3rd belt I'm gonna hold, and maybe for hold this belt I'm gonna have respect from them. And then for me, belt for me it doesn't mean nothing. I really like to go inside cage and then do my best over there for all my fans, because then make the show happen. And it'll be one more fight for me, for the same I told you, it'll be one fight, one title defense for me.
Talk to us about your training, Cris. Whereabouts will you be training for this fight, and are you doing anything differently for Megan Anderson? Because she said recently that she believes that you might want to take this fight to the ground once you feel her power.
I have any option. I'm brown belt jiu-jitsu. I do wrestling. But I like to stand up. But she has to be ready for any situation. If I have the opportunity to take down her, I will. And then if I have the opportunity to KO her, I will. And then she just have to prepare for the situation. I don't make plans like it. Just think about that one punch, and because I know it's after one punch everybody change the game. And then I just train be ready for the situation. I train stand up, I train wrestling, I train jiu-jitsu, Kleber, Cobrinha. This fight now, last fight I trained with Cobrinha too, but this fight I did more upgrade my ground game. But no, I don't tell about this fight, but I think I have to keep improve my game, keep getting better, and I have any options. I want to do what I feel at fight. When I go inside fight, I feel, man, I cannot take down her, I will. I can submit her, I will, and then and KO, I will. But everybody know my game. I like KO fires. My opponents. I like to do my style fight, but I have the other options too.
Yeah, wow. Well, we're so excited for the fight. Thank you so much, Cris, for your time. For all the fans out there listening right now, we like to ask this question at the end. I know this is going to be a very, very exciting fight, but if you had to choose an official prediction of what round and how the fight finishes and how you win, what stands out in your mind? Do you have an official prediction?
I'm ready for 5 rounds. I will train hard for 5 rounds. I don't think the fight is gonna finish in the first round, but I want the KO. I want KO her and then finish. It'll be the real nice KO, but maybe can be my first umpire to Michelle. We don't know, but let's see. And I want to say thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for all my fans. I'm really happy. My fans that always support me. And I hope everyone come and watch in California. It'll be close to my house, and I'm very happy and feel very blessed for this opportunity. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you guys live in Australia, want to bring me for a sponsor, for the seminar, something like that, send the email for me, Cris Cyborg, gmail.com, and it'll be my pleasure. It'll be amazing. Thank you, guys.
There you go. Thank you so much, guys. Follow Cris Cyborg on Twitter at Cris Cyborg. And the fight is July 29th, the UFC 214 versus Megan Anderson at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. We'll be there covering it live. And again, thank you so much for your time, Cris. Good luck in the fight.
Thank you.